Hey guys, thank you for joining me for our last yoga session during your 6-week challenge. Let's go ahead and get settled down onto the mat. If you have a block, you can place the block down, have a seat. If not, sitting with your legs crossed or legs extended is perfectly fine. Any way to help your hips relax so that way you can check in and get ready for our yoga flow together. Hands can rest on top of the thighs, reaching through the crown, so pushing through the top of the head to draw the chin back, aligning the ears with the shoulders and feeling the sit bones pressing down into your mat or into your block. Eyes are soft as you start to settle into this space, whatever it took for you to get here onto your mat today, allowing all of that to float out and away with your breath. Whatever plans you have for after our session, allowing those plans to stay in the future. As you tune in to your senses. So what do you hear? Any sounds outside of the home, inside, on my end, allowing all sounds to be witnessed and to be heard. Any emotions that may be stepping on the mat with you, allowing them to be witnessed, knowing that everything about you is safe here in this space and welcomed. Just allowing yourself to settle in as you tune into the breath, feeling the temperature of your skin, the clothing touching your skin, and the rise and fall of your belly. And witnessing wherever you're holding tension right now in this moment. And allowing that tension to be relaxed and released with the breath. So we are going to begin with our Dirga breathing, so our 3-part breath. So always remembering that we're focusing on really filling up that lower belly, expanding the rib cage. You're opening up the body, so you want to feel it in the back of the body as well, and you're filling up past the heart center and into the collarbones. Remember, what we're not doing is lifting those shoulders up to meet the ears, but really you're pushing that belly out and creating that space inside the body to fill up the breath. Expand the rib cage, filling all the way up to your peak. Exhale, navel to the spine, pushing the air back up and out through the nose. So let's go ahead and do this. I want you to do that at least 6 times total. So you're just filling up and finding that peak at those collarbones. Exhale, drawing the navel back. Air flows back up and out through the nose. And with every breath that you take, you can bring that awareness to any tension that you're holding and sending that breath to release that tension. Slow and steady exhale. Drawing that navel back. Let's go ahead and take that final round of breath, filling up to that peak. Exhale, drawing the navel back, and you can slowly begin to drop the chin down into the chest. As we inhale, rolling right ear to right shoulder, setting the gaze up. Exhale, dropping down to the left and dropping the chin back down into the chest. So now we're connecting the breath with movement of the body. We're not letting the shoulders reach up with our neck rolls. We're keeping them dropped back. Neck rolls are gentle. You don't want to hear any crunching sounds or any really big exaggerations here. Our next round, we can go ahead and drop down opposite way. It's still flowing as you inhale and lift the chin. Exhale, dropping back down. All right, let's do that final round. Slow and steady. So we start to warm up that cervical spine. Exhale, dropping chin into chest. Inhale, bringing that gaze up to center, lengthening through the spine, so pushing through the top of the head, and then exhale, dropping left ear, left shoulder. Sending that gaze as far over to the right as possible. Being with that breath, relaxing the hips again, they tighten back up. And with our next inhale, we're going to lengthen that ear up towards the ceiling. So you want to feel the stretch in the scalenes and in the upper traps. And let's just be with that breath one more round, filling up. And on the exhale, you can slowly drop the chin down. Inhale, come back to center. Push through that crown and exhale, opposite side. Gazing as far over to the left this time as possible. Check in, do your little scan, shoulders relaxed, hips released. You're finding that steady breath. Now that next inhale, we're gonna lift that left ear up towards the ceiling so you can feel that extra stretch. And just be with that breath here. One more time. And exhale, let's drop it out. Inhale, coming back to center. All right, let's go ahead and extend those arms out into a T, reaching through those fingertips. Exhale, we're gonna go ahead and take that right arm across and left arm comes hinging at the elbow, reaching those fingertips up towards the ceiling. All right, so you want exaggerations through both fingertips. Shoulders are rolled back and down and you're lengthening through the spine. All right, if you want a deeper stretch, you can start as far over as you want, but the more you start to scoot your way down and draw it back, the deeper stretch you're gonna get. And you can stay here with that breath. One more round, filling up. Exhale, arms can release. Inhale, arms open up. Exhale, cross it over. Shoulders reset, reaching through fingers. Finding that right spot, just making sure not to rest on the elbow. Sinking with that breath. And let's take one more round, fill up. Exhale that breath. Releasing all the way down. Let's go ahead and reach those fingertips down towards the mat. Inhale, send that reach all the way up. Palms press. Exhale, dropping down the heart center. So feel that exaggeration. You're spreading fingers wide, reaching through fingertips all the way to your peak. And then really press those palms into each other, activating chest, shoulders, and biceps, and also activating your core. All right, one more time. Fill it up. And let it flow out. All right, let's inhale, send that reach back up. Exhale, left hand floats down, right hand reaches up and over. Seated side stretch. So fingers, tips, so you're up on your fingertips, you're reaching through those top fingers, the elbows drawn back, your gaze is either down at your hand, forward, or up at the elbow, and you're flowing with that breath. If you want to travel in this pose, next exhale, you can drop the palm down towards your mat. If you want more lengthening in the side body, inhale and chop those bottom fingers. Exhale, bend the elbow and reach to those top fingers. And where's that breath? All right, one more round, fill it up. Exhale. Let's inhale, come up on those bottom fingertips, flip that palm, use that core as we come back to center. And exhale, floating down to opposite side. Lengthen and bend. Always creating that space. Setting the gaze wherever's best, drawing the elbow back, settling the hips. And if you want to create more space and travel, inchworm out. Palm can drop, elbow can bend. Really feel that side stretch. All right, let's be with that breath. One more round, filling up. Exhale. Let's inhale up on fingertips, foot palm, core, reaches up. Exhale, dropping down the heart center. If you are in a block, let's go ahead and come off. Placing it down, we'll use it again later. Coming to our tabletop pose. Wrists and shoulders align, knees and hips align, big toes come together to touch. Pointer fingers towards the top of the mat, shoulders away from the ears, push to the top of the head, activate the core, navel draws back. That pointer finger knuckle, make sure it's smushed down into your mat and you're pouring that weight into the fingertips to protect the wrists. On the inhale, let's go ahead and flip that tailbone up, belly drops, heart lifts, gazing up towards the ceiling. Exhale, curling the pelvis, core, lifting that heart and pushing the mat away. All right, so you can flow however feels best for you and your body. You can start to exaggerate if you want, or you can stay exactly where you're at, just flowing with your gentle cat-cow. If you want more exaggeration, inhale, bringing chest past the wrists, rocking side to side. Exhale for that child's pose, coming up on fingertips and side stretches. Start warming up the body. Inhale, spread those fingers wide, maybe coming out to the left, forward, to the right, sinking back. You can flow in the opposite direction. And really taking this time just to tune into the body. During the cat and cow flow is when you can really feel everything in the body. Notice where you're holding tension. And we're going to be gentle with yourself during this session. And send a little extra breath that way. Let's go ahead and take one more round of breath, filling up. Exhale as we sink back, child's pose, sending that reach forward, forehead drops. Now, if child's pose is uncomfortable for you, you can always bring a block. You can rest the forehead on the block. You can also take your block so you can relax the hips and put it behind the sit bones. All right, so different variations if child's pose really is not that relaxing for you. All right, in this time, you can go ahead and set any intentions that you'd like to dedicate for your week ahead, your month, or whatever goals you may have. Just let it float out and away with that breath. We're going to take one more round of breath here, filling up. And letting it flow back out. And let's go ahead and inhale, curl that spine up. Bring those arms back to tabletop pose, strong and sturdy. Shoulders away from the ears. We're going to warm up the body a little bit and play with our balance. So first, we're going to go ahead and extend out the right leg. Toes can drop down. We're going to push through that heel with the exhale. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, push through the heel. All right, one more time, rolling forward. And exhale, push through the heel. All right, now we're going to go ahead, get those arms ready. I'm going to lift that right leg up, flex the foot. The toes are pointed down towards the mat and the hips are level. So you want to make sure the hips not popping up. You want to have nice level hips. All right, now that opposite hand, if you want to, is going to start to inch its way out. You can stay right here. You can even stay with everything down. Or if you want that challenge, lift it up. Reach through fingertips. Gaze is down or past the fingers. Core is strong. Steady that breath. Inhale, reach through. Exhale, let's curl it all in. Curl that spine. Crunch it in. And inhale, flow back out. Exhale, draw it all in. One more time, fill it up. And exhale. All right, let's go ahead and release down. And sink back, child's pose. Shake out the wrists. Side to side. Curl that spine up, come back, tabletop pose. All right, now we're gonna go ahead, take that left leg, and we're gonna kick it out, kind of like a little kickstand. So you're gonna kick it out to the side. You can curl the toes under if you need to, but to protect the knee, pouring weight on top of the ankle is better. Now with that right leg, I'm gonna extend it out. Wrists and shoulders come, right hand traces up, and we're gonna reach through. All right, so wrists and shoulders come into alignment. We're reaching through those fingertips. That extended leg, what you wanna do is pour weight into the outer edge of the foot and grip with the big toe and heel. So this can be your pose where you're reaching through, having that nice support. Now, if you want more of a challenge, sending that gaze down, you can slowly begin to lift the leg. So now we're in a variation of half moon pose. So we're reaching through, core is tight, we're activated. And if you want to play around anymore, we're gonna flow with that breath. All right, let's go ahead and extend that arm up above the head, reaching through. Exhale, elbow towards the knee. All right, so we're reaching through with that breath, lengthening out, and exhale, drawing it all in. All right, one more time, fill it up, and exhale, drawing it together. All right, let's go ahead and extend back out. And if you want more of a challenge, bend the knee, bring in the hand inside the foot, pull weight of the foot into the hand, lifting up for your bind. Maybe you're gazing down, holding that pose, but not holding that breath. Filling up and exhale. All right, one more time. On the exhale, we're slow releasing out. So release, feel that control, lengthen through, and exhale. Drop it down, sink back, child's pose. Rock the hips, steady the breath, shake out those wrists. You get ready to flow on the opposite side as we inhale to curl that spine up. Get those arms strong again. All right, this time we're gonna go ahead and extend that left foot back. Fill up the breath and exhale, push to the heel. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, push through. One more time. Rocking forward and exhale. Okay, let's go ahead for our balance. Lifting up that left foot. Make sure the hips are nice and level. And when you're ready, we'll walk it out. Maybe you're staying here, or maybe you're reaching forward. All right, so we're holding this pose here. And if you're ready to flow with that breath, as we inhale, fingertips and toes, exhale, curl it all in. Inhale, flowing out. Exhale. One more time, fill it up. And exhale, draw it in. Go ahead and release down and sink back. Shake out the wrists. Rock side to side. So get ready to do that half moon variation on the opposite side. So let's curl that spine up. Get ready. I'm going to go ahead and turn myself around so you'll still be able to see me during this variation. Right arm drops. Right leg kickstands out. Maybe you curl those toes under. Left leg extends out. And when you're ready, take that left hand and you're swooping it up. All right, so you could be here. Maybe you're staying here. Maybe you're just going to flow with the arm, with the breath. Maybe you're going to go ahead and hop up that leg, pushing through that heel. Setting that gaze wherever is best. When you're ready, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drawing it in. As you're flowing with that breath, filling up. Exhale. One more time, fill with that breath. And drawing it in. All right, if you're going through your bind, you can either come back or you can go ahead, reach for the foot, pour weight, set gaze. Gaze can be down, forward, or up, whichever is best for you. All right, more weight that you pour into the hand, the deeper of a stretch you're gonna get. And where's that breath? One more round. All right, slow release. Slowly come out, feel that control, and release down. Sink back. Release that breath out, rock side to side. Shake out those wrists. Okay, curl that spine up with the inhale. Get those hands ready for our first down dog. Curl those toes under. Inhale, send those hips up. Exhale, send the hips back. Feet are hip distance apart or a little bit closer. You want to make sure your feet are not wider than your hips. Your gaze is at your ankle, knees, or navel. Your head is not, or your gaze is not between the hands. Your head hangs heavy. You'll rock the heels, wag the tail, roll up on tippy toes. Just start waking up the body in your down dog. All right, let's go ahead and inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Walk to meet our hands. Half folds, flat back. Soft knees, maybe palms are on the shins. Maybe palms or peace fingers are on the mat. Or using the block, hands beyond the block. Next exhale, let's drop it forward. Head hangs heavy. Arms can ragdoll or grab opposite elbows. Or maybe even grab for opposite shoulders. All right, let's just release those hands all the way down. Push those knees back on one vertebrae at a time. Then roll it up and exhale. Roll the shoulders back and down. Getting ready for our Tadasana or mountain pose. Come back to the side of the mat. Get more space for me. All right, so let's go ahead. Feet are hip distance apart or a little bit wider if you need, or if you want traditional, big toes come together, heels are 1 inch apart. Reach through those fingertips, push through that crown, ears and shoulders align. Let's lift those toes up, but then also reach out through the piggy toes. So you want to feel your weight evenly distributed through the feet, and then let those toes drop when you're ready. Now let's steady that breath with our open heart. Inhale, let some mat reach all the way up, palms press. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift the heart, pelvis is forward. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, soft knees as we swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale for that half fold, gaze forward. Exhale, dropping the palms down, feet come back. First time will be nice and gentle. Let's come down to those knees. Slowly exhale, elbows rub against the ribs to drop the chest. Inhale, push up for cobra. And exhale, push it back. Roll the toes under, come back up, down dog. Head is heavy, eyes closed, walk heels, wag tail. Can get a little funky if you feel like reaching through those right toes, sending them up, flexing the foot, leveling out the hips, bending the knee, do knee circles. An opposite way. Inhale, reach through toes, and exhale, drop it back down. Inhale, bend knees, gaze forward, walk to meet our hands, half fold, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up, palms press. Exhale, dropping down the heart center. As inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale for your half fold. Exhale, lower the hands, walk the feet back. If you're ready to bring in chaturanga, let's go ahead and lower down the chest. Roll forward and up. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, push it back. Down dog. Walk the heels. Wag the tail. Connecting with your pose. Maybe this time left foot reaching through. Flex foot, level hips. Bend the knee, open the hip. Starting your knee circles. Opposite way. Reach through those toes, inhale. Exhale, foot drops. Inhale, bend knees, gaze forward. Meet the hands, half fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And exhale, heart center. Inhale, reach those hands back up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, swan dive down for your fold. Inhale for that half fold, gaze forward. Exhale to lower the hands. We're gonna take our right foot first. Bring the right foot back. Foot's gonna pivot. Hands to the thigh, or use the core, swooping the hand up as we're coming into warrior two. So if you need to create more space, you can heel toe the foot out as much as you need to. You wanna make sure your heels are in alignment with each other. Front leg, knee is above the ankle. You don't want it passing the ankle. Pouring weight into the feet, back foot, outer edge, hips and shoulders and back foot all facing the same direction. Let's go ahead and open up those arms into a T. You can flip those palms up with the inhale, exhale to drop them back down. Core is nice and activated. That front knee is going to want to drop inward. So make sure you're really drawing that knee out while keeping the hips nice and square. All right, one more time, flip those palms. Inhale and exhale. Drop them down. All right, let's go ahead and get ready for our flow in our warrior two. As we inhale, we're going to reach forward. Bend the elbow, coming to the thigh. Back arm reaches up and over for side angle. Your gaze can be at the big toe, forward, or at the elbow. whichever's best for you. Drawing that elbow back, hips are stacked. Inhale, let's lengthen that front leg. And exhale, sinking back down. Inhale, reach that hand up, flip the palm. Exhale, dropping down maybe to the hip, back pocket, or wiggle, wiggle, wiggle towards that front hip. Locking in your gaze, lengthen out that front leg. Inhale, exhale, sink back down. All right, now from here in your side angle, your hand can stay where it's at. On our block. You have a block, bring your hand to the block. All right, out the block, fingers come down. But once the shoulder starts to drop, that's how you know you've gone too low. Okay, so we're gonna flow with our breath, coming back up. Let's go ahead and reach through those fingertips, releasing the back hand, and swoop it up with your next inhale. Exhale, back hand drops, front palm flips. Now we're gonna bring it all together. All right, so let's hold this pose. Next inhale, we're gonna lengthen out the front leg. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, swoop through. Take your breath in your warrior two. As we inhale, reach forward, arm drops. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, palm flips, reverse warrior. All right, so going with your own flow and breath. You're reaching through. Exhale as you sink, whichever variations feel best for you. But use your breath as your aid. Flip it. Arms are strong. Breath is steady. One more time. Let's pick it up. Flip it. Anytime that front leg needs a break, just lengthen it out. Reach through. All right. Let's hold this. Gaze down. The block is still there. Go ahead and move it. Get ready to cartwheel out. Reach through those fingertips with the inhale. Swoop those hands down. Back foot pivots. Front foot slides back. Plank, knees, or child's pose. Exhale to lower the chest. Inhale, roll forward and up. Exhale, send those hips up and back. Down dog or child's pose. Head is heavy. Eyes are closed. Walk those heels. Wag that tail. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. And steady that breath. All right, let's get ready for the opposite side. This time we're going to reach to the right toes. Send that reach up. Exhale, draw the knee in towards the chest. Foot towards the hand, back foot pivots. Cartwheeling up to warrior two on the opposite side. I'm going to turn myself around. Let's get that alignment ready. Checking on those heels. Knee and ankle align. Heart, hips, back foot all open. And reach through. Flip those palms up with the inhale. Exhale, drop down. So flow with the breath, relaxing the shoulders and feeling grounded in this pose. Now let's find our flow as we inhale, reach forward, forearm drops, reaching up, side angle. Now from here, finding your variation if you'd like. Send that reach up through those fingertips, flip the palm, dropping down. Maybe going deeper. Holding with that breath. Slow and steady in and out through the nose. All right, release as we inhale to pick it up. Backhand drops, front palm flips. Reverse warrior. All right, now let's bring it all together. Coming forward, fill it up. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, use that breath. Warrior two. Exhale, flip it. All right, coming back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, reverse it. All right, let's come through, sink. And get ready to cartwheel out, bringing that gaze down, breathing through, swooping down, frame the foot, back foot pivots, front slides back, plank, knees, or child's pose. Exhale, lower the chest. Inhale, roll forward and up. And exhale, send those hips up and back. Down dog or child's pose. Head is heavy, eyes closed, walk the heels, wag that tail, up on tippy toes, bend those knees, sink those heels. Let's go ahead and inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, walk to meet our hands, half fold, exhale, forward fold, inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up, palms press, and exhale, heart center. All right, we're gonna play with our balance just a little bit. So finding a good spot on your mat, always starting on the right leg, finding your drishti gaze. So this is gonna be a spot that you're gonna look at when you're not looking at me and trying to stay grounded in your balance. Because when you're looking at someone that's moving, sometimes you move too. All right, so softening in the standing leg, shoulders roll back and down, hands can press in front of the heart. All right, first we're gonna get grounded. So let's go ahead and bring awareness to that right foot. See if your weight's distributed through the foot. Maybe lift those toes, reach through the pinky toe, let the toes drop. Feel like that suction, your pada bandha or foot lock in your mat. All right, now with your opposite leg, you're gonna slowly inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, drop it down, brace the mat, reach to the toes. All right, drag the toes on the mat, lift it up. Exhale, swoop down, send it back. All right, so you're flowing with that breath. Maybe lifting up a little higher. Exhale down, send it back. All right, this time we're gonna keep it up. And we're gonna open it out and drop it down. Swoop it up, open, and drop it down. One more time, up, open, drop it down. All right, so now we're gonna get ready with our tree pose. So tree, 3 different variations that you can come into. First one, you're gonna take your heel, pour weight into the side of the ankle, and check in with those hips. You wanna draw the knee back, send the pelvis forward, lengthen through the spine, palms pressed. And this could be your tree today. And this is perfectly fine. Still rooted and grounded and strong. All right, if you want to play a little bit more, this is when you come up to the calf. Now the weight is poured into the heel. So the heel is pouring weight into the side of the leg. And that's what's grounding you, but you're still drawing the knee back, still sending the pelvis forward because this is a hip opener. All right, and once you're here, if you want to play more, you come all the way up to the inside of the thigh, never to the side of the knee. That's how you cause knee damage, right? Okay, now from here, if you want to bloom, you can open up, bloom out, blow in the wind. Send that breath all the way down to those roots, coming back up, and exhale. Let's bring that knee back forward, maybe extend it out, and exhale, release. Woo. And walk it out. Yeah. All right, now the opposite leg. Let's go ahead and get rooted and grounded down. So I always like to rock front and back a little bit. Lift those toes, spread out that pinky toe, and let that weight settle down, and then grip. Standing legs always nice and soft, so it has a good spring or bend to it. Palms press, and you can activate more if you really want to press those palms into each other. That's going to help keep you centered and balanced in your balance as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get a little more grounded.
Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, drop down, graze back, reach to the toes. Drag the toes and pick it up. Down, graze, swoop it back. All right, if you want to try not touching the mat at all, and see how that feels, swoop them back. All right, this time we're going to lift it up nice and high and open it out. Really trying to keep the hips square with this flow. Picking up, open, and swoop down. One more time. Swoop it down. All right, so now for our tree. See how you're feeling on this side. Usually balance poses, one side is always better than the other. All right, so if you want to start low, you can start low, working your way up, and coming all the way up. Wherever it feels good for you. Just remember what's most important in this pose. It's not about coming all the way up. It's about feeling those hips open. You're drawing the knee back, pelvis is forward, heart is open. All right, so that's the most important part in your tree pose. Palms press. Inhale, reach and bloom. Blow around. Open up that heart. Soft knee and standing leg. Palms come together. Shoulders relax. Breath is steady. One more round. Inhale, knee comes forward. Extend the leg out. And exhale, float it down. And walk it out. Very good. All right. So coming back to the top of the mat. I'm going to stay here in the center of mine so you can see what I'm doing. Feet are hip distance apart. Shoulders roll back and down. Let's go ahead and inhale, send that reach up. Exhale, left hand floats down, right reaches up and over. Standing side stretch. Your gaze can be down, forward, or past the elbow, whichever is best for you. But remember that bottom hand, an inch down, a little bit closer. That top hand can reach through those fingertips. And gravity can come in, bottom hand, flip the palm, come to meet the top, and reach. Maybe even grabbing for the wrist, a little deeper stretch. Inhale, use that core, coming to center. Exhale, opposite side. Sinking down, creating more space with that breath. Using gravity. And that core, inhale, pick it up. Exhale, cactus. Lift that heart. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, it swan dive down. Forward fold. Inhale for that half fold. Exhale, lower the hands down. Draw those knees back. Let's bring those sit bones down to the mat. All right, preparation for boat pose. So knees are nice and bent, shoulders roll back and down. Hands come behind the thighs, push to the top of the head, and come up on those tippy toes. Lift that heart. Inhale, we're gonna do both legs. Let's go ahead and lift them up, and exhale, drop them down. So lifting up with that breath. Exhale, lowering back down. One more time, pick it up. This time we're gonna hold it. All right, you can keep your hands behind the thighs or send that reach out to the side. Remember, we're keeping those knees drawn together. If you need to bring the block between the thighs, you can do that as well. Where's that breath? Slow and steady. Keep that heart lifted. And now we're gonna slowly come down to our canoe. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Coming down to that canoe. Letting those knees kiss, big toes kiss, holding. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Draw those knees into the chest. Let's go ahead and rock side to side. Steady that breath. You can open up those arms into a T or maybe cactus where the arms are bent. Let's bring those knees out to the right. Come forward, to the left, and back. Slow and steady. One more time around. All right, let's go ahead and take the hands. We're gonna wrap around the right shins. We're gonna hug the leg in towards the body. We're gonna inhale, reach to those left toes. Exhale to flex the foot. Inhale, point the toes. You can roll the ankle in opposite direction. All right. We're gonna go ahead and keep those toes pointed. You're gonna bring that gaze up to the knee or to the toes. And as you exhale, slow and steady, dropping it down. And inhale, pick it back up. Exhale, slow and steady. Inhale, pick it back up. One more time, exhale. And inhale, pick it up. All right, as we exhale, flex the foot this time, coming all the way down, about a foot above. We're gonna hold it here. 3, 2, 1, and exhale, release everything down, heel and head. All right, so right now, still have our leg hugged in towards the body. We're slow and steady. Gonna do a lovely hamstring stretch. So, whatever's best for you. If you need to, just keep your leg bent and you're going to take your hands behind the thigh and just draw the thigh in towards the body. You can do that. Your left foot, you want to keep it flexed. So you want to still stay pushing through the heel. Okay, maybe you want to go a little bit more. Let's come up to the calf. Lengthen it out. Your top leg, extended leg, right leg, there you go, is flexed as well. So you don't want the toes to be pointed. You're not going to get that deep hamstring stretch. So really flex. Right, and if you want to go even further from here, peace fingers to the big toe, thumb to the toenail. All right, left hand comes down on top of the thigh. So you can be here with that breath. And inhale, bring the forehead towards the knee. Exhale, drop it back down. All right, and from here, we're going to flow into our one-legged happy baby. So if your hand isn't on your foot, maybe it's on your thigh and you're here, you're going to go ahead and bring your hand on the inside of the leg and grab on the outer edge of the foot. All right, if your hand was on the peace fingers, then you probably just reach the outer edge and bend the knee. Exhale. Remember that left leg, you're still pushing to that heel to keep that left hip grounded down. Your left hand can open up to bring the left shoulder down to the mat. So maybe it's out to a T or it's cactus, whatever feels best for you. All right, let's go ahead and flow with our breath now as we exhale, lower the heel into the pelvis. Inhale, open up a little wider. Exhale, drop it in. Inhale, open it up all the way to that max this time. Be with that breath. And we're going to go ahead and flip it and twist it. Okay, so let's go ahead and exhale. Bring the heel in towards the pelvis. Left hand's going to come to that knee. Right hand, palm face down. Okay, now that left extended leg, instead of foot flex, now you're going to point those toes. Take a nice deep breath in. And let's exhale. Drag the knee across the body. So really what you're paying attention to here, other than your breath, is keeping that right shoulder down towards your mat, and you're reaching through those left toes. Get a lovely twist. If you want to extend that top leg out, you can lengthen out the leg. You're going to get a nice deep stretch in the IT band. Maybe even reach it for those toes again if you'd like. All right, let's take one more round of breath here. Soft knees, bring it back, coming together. Forehead to knees, drop it back down. All right, let's do our opposite side. Hug that left leg in. Inhale, reach to the toes. Exhale, flex the foot. Inhale, point the toes, roll the ankle. Opposite way. All right, let's get ready to activate that core. Foot is flexed. And then point those toes. Inhale, bring that gaze up to the knee or to the toes. Exhale, dropping down. Inhale, swoop it back up. Exhale, dropping down. And inhale, swoop up. One more time. And inhale up. This time, flex the foot. Exhale, lower down. Hover once you're about a foot above the ground, holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release all the way down. All right, now let's get ready for that hamstring stretch, releasing the hands. Maybe you're grabbing behind the thigh, the calf, or maybe you're flipping it all the way up to that big toe. Hand can rest on top of the thigh. Just be with that breath here. Remember, you're flexing through both feet, so both heels are pushing up, or pushing through the heels, I should say. One more round of breath. Now let's get ready. As we inhale to bring the forehead to the knee. Exhale, drop back down. Soften the knee as we're going to go in for our happy baby or one-legged happy baby. All right, and once you're ready, open up the arm. Drop the knee, shoulders roll back and down. Feel those hips open. Extend through that right heel, keeping that right hip down. Body is square. All right, let's flow with that breath as we exhale, lowering the heel into the pelvis. Inhale as we open it up. Exhale, sink it in. And inhale, open up to that edge. And roll those shoulders back and down. Press those shoulders into your mat. Extend to that right heel and feel that body open. All right, let's get ready to flip it and twist it as we start to bend the knee, soften. Right hand swoops across. Point those right toes. Left hand, palm face down. Gazing towards the left hand, deep breath in and exhale. Remember that left shoulder is pouring weight down into your mat, nables to the spine, and you're reaching through the right toes. You're extending out that top leg, reach through thigh, calf, big toe. And where's that breath? One more round of breath here. Slowly soften and draw it all in. Forehead to knees and exhale, drop down. All right, so next is your yogi's choice. So whatever final pose you feel that your practice needs, you're more than welcome to do so. All right, I'm going to be guiding through shoulder stand, but I'm going to give different variations so that way you can find the shoulder stand that works best for you. I never really recommend coming to shoulder stand if you're not strong in the core and know that you're able to keep the body level with the shoulders. You don't want to send too much weight towards the neck because you can definitely cause damage in that area, but there are still great variations that you can come into to get the benefits of having the hips above the heart. All right, so your block. Again, pick the hips up, place the block underneath the hips. All right, so you can stay here in bridge too, because this is still bringing the hips elevated from the heart and you're getting the flow of the blood flowing in the opposite direction. Or hands come down alongside the body, shoulders roll back and down. And you can pick one knee up and then the other, and then bring the feet up. All right, feet can flex. And you can just be here focusing on the breath. allowing the eyes to soften, allowing the blood to flow. If you don't have a block, you can do it this way as well without the block. Just have the feet up, letting the legs, relax and release that tension of gravity. All right, so this is one lovely variation. Another great one is using a wall. You can bring your legs up the wall as well. And then I am going to guide us through a traditional shoulder stand. So first, let me get block out. Remember, you are going to be using your core for this. All right, so arms are down alongside the body, shoulders roll back and down. And then we're going to be kicking our way up. So using the momentum of kicking up and pushing through the toes up towards the ceiling. All right, so nice deep breath in. Exhale that breath. And inhale, swooping up. So you're taking your heel of palms, you're bringing it to the last rib, and your fingers are coming up towards the sit bones. Shoulders are rolled back and down. Chin is into the chest, and you're reaching through those toes. Now what you're doing with your legs is you're internally rotating the legs. So you want to make sure that your knees are coming together, your toes are coming together. So that's that internal rotation. All right. Now from here, you can always play. You don't have to stay still if you don't want to, or if you like being still, you can. Me, I like playing. So from here, sometimes I'll bring the soles of my feet together, bend the knees, come into like a bound angle. Bring the knees together, down towards the forehead. You can open the legs up. You can bring them down towards plow. We can bring them back up. And be with that breath. One more round. All right, now to safely come out. Start to bend those knees towards the forehead. Arms come down and slowly roll out. Give yourself one more little hug. And let's go ahead and extend out for our Shavasana. Extend the legs out to the far corners of the mat. Arms come down alongside the body, palm face up. Eyes can soften. And breath can start to steady. So know that you've made it to the end of your practice. You've made it to what your body has been waiting for. Because it's time to receive its little thank yous and I love yous, connecting with the breath, and also being still, letting the body find stillness. You tune into the sounds that surround you, allowing everything to be witnessed, knowing that all the sounds that you hear are exactly as they should be in this moment. And let them run through you and weigh you down to your mat. Allow the brows to relax, feeling the weight in the earlobes. Jaw can slack, allowing the tongue to fall from the roof of the mouth and creating a little space between the lips. And just continue to bring that awareness to the breath so you allow it to slowly come back to the way that it came. No more work that needs to be done. The heart can soften and relax. The stomach can release. The hips can feel heavy. Relaxation can continue to travel past the thighs, the knees, and out through the toes. Knowing that in this moment, there's nothing to do, change, fix, or be, other than being still, giving your body permission to be here. And you give all of your weight down to your mat. During this time, you can just simply follow the breath, flows in through the nose, travels down, and flows back out. As you allow all those poses that we just did in our practice today to download and be integrated into the muscle memory, into your cells. Just breathing that oxygen into the body. I'm going to leave you here in some silence and stillness, and know that this is the hardest pose in your practice. I'll bring you out, reawakening the body. Shavasana. You can slowly begin to bring awareness back by wiggling your fingertips, wiggling your toes, and rock the head side to side. Take a nice deep swallow to reawaken the throat muscles. Take a nice deep inhale and full body stretch, reaching the arms up above the head. As you exhale, you can draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself one last gentle hug for showing up to your practice today. Allowing the knees to fall out to the side and slowly working your way back up to your easy seated pose. Legs can cross once again, or extend out in front, ending however you began. Palms press in front of the heart. And as the eyes are still soft, bring that awareness back. Shine that little extra light and love to your heart center, thanking yourself for showing up to your practice today and connecting yourself with your body, breath, and mind. On our inhale, let's send that reach all the way up. Exhale to the forehead. May our minds be clear and determined. Dropping our hands to our mouths. May our words be wise and true. And dropping our hands to our hearts. May our hearts be full of love and compassion. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me along your 6-week challenge. I hope you've enjoyed recovering with me and stretching out the body and connecting with your breath. Until next time, guys. Thank you.